What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always, spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about: football, basketball, and boxing. And I'm about to get into some more football. Still on the countdown, top 25 NFL quarterbacks of all time. Right now, we're on number 14 through 17. Let's get into it. So, back to the top quarterbacks in NFL history. We're on number 17 as we count down towards number 1. At number 17, I got another quarterback from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Big Ben Roethlisberger. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, I had Terry Bradshaw ranked lower. He's got 4 Super Bowls versus Big Ben only has 2. Terry has an MVP. Big Ben doesn't. I get all of that. That being said, I've talked to other diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and I'm not the only one that thinks Big Ben is quite possibly the best quarterback they've ever had in Pittsburgh. He was a winner the whole time he was there, and really the main reason he doesn't have any all-pro selections has to do with the time in which he played. You got to understand, Big Ben for his entire career was pretty much a top 5 quarterback in the NFL during a time where the other 4 guys that I would put ahead of him are 4 of the 15 best quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, and we'll be getting to them soon. So Big Ben was a winner. He was a leader, which you look for at the quarterback position. Took Pittsburgh to 3 Super Bowls and won 2 of them. At 6'5", he was able to shrug off defenders with his large frame and had a strong arm. Ended his career with 418 touchdowns total, if I'm not mistaken, which puts him in the top 10 all time. Yes, it was a passing league, but the quarterback position has evolved over time, and that evolution is part of why I have Big Ben above, say, a Terry Bradshaw. He protected the ball a little bit better. He was a leader with a team where he didn't have great wide receivers at the time when he was winning those Super Bowls. And even though his defense was strong, it wasn't a steel curtain. They won on defense and Big Ben's leadership. If you listen to the defenders that talk about Big Ben that was on the Steelers. And of course, good coaching. But Big Ben at 17 is an easy one for me. At number 16, going to the Dallas Cowboys, another storied franchise in NFL history. I already gave you one that was on my list. Now the best quarterback to ever play for the Dallas Cowboys, Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach was not only the best Dallas quarterback, but he was a legend for legends. Guys like Tom Brady and Brett Favre talked about watching clips of Roger and how he was the legend they looked at to mold their game and develop their game to be what they were. Staubach was a winner in the 70s, even though the steel curtain was going on then. He got the Cowboys to 5 Super Bowls and won 2 of them. He was an all-pro, 6-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl MVP. Roger was a winner. He was a great thrower of the football and one of the all-time greats at number 16 for me. Now at number 15, a guy who I think is one of the most underrated quarterbacks of all time. People probably won't have him this high on their list, but for me, this guy is top 15, no question. At number 15, I'm coming up to the late 90s into the 2000s. The guy who he started late in his career, had a short window, but his prime for me alone puts him in this conversation. He was the quarterback for the greatest show on turf, Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner was a winner when he came on the scene right from the get-go. Now, he had a nice offense, had a Hall of Fame running back, no doubt, but he was part of the engine with the running back that really made that team work. When he was out injured, they didn't look like the greatest show on turf. But with Kurt Warner behind center, they were. He was a 2-time league MVP, which for a quarterback is an honor to get and tough to get. A lot of quarterbacks don't get the MVP award, even though it's a quarterback award. That's not guaranteed. Getting one is special. 2 puts Kurt in a rare class. 2 league MVPs, meaning 2 times in his career, he was considered the best player in football. Kurt Warner led 3 teams to the Super Bowl, winning 1 of them. He was the first quarterback in NFL history to take 2 teams to the Super Bowl, that being the Arizona Cardinals he took to the Super Bowl later, a team that hadn't seen the Super Bowl before in the history of their franchise. Kurt got him there. People didn't see that coming, trust me, because I was watching football heavily at that point in time. That's my day. Kurt Warner was a beast and deserves his respect, and the top 15 means my number 15. And finally on this list at number 14, I gotta go back to the 40s. I know y'all don't like that. Y'all get upset when I go too far back because people say, well, I didn't get to see him play. I'm paying homage to the entirety of the position though, and the league. The best quarterback from the 1940s on the all-decade team, the best quarterback in the history for my hometown Washington Redskins, Sammy Baugh. Sammy Baugh was an 8-time All-Pro, 4 times first team, 4 times second team. He was a 2-time champion, and his story is even more than the quarterback position, but even at quarterback, he's in the top 15. Some people would put him higher if you ask people older than me. But Sammy Baugh was also a big-time special teams player, one of the best punters in his time, because they had to play more than one position back then. Sometimes guys played 2 ways. But just at the quarterback position, an 8-time All-Pro, a 2-time champion, Sammy Baugh ushered the position into the next generation and is one of the pioneers of the game, and I got him at number 14 on my list of the top quarterbacks in NFL history. The list will continue, so stay tuned. All right, everybody, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know what you're looking for. J-Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or hit the bell. Get at me in the comments. Let's go back and forth on YouTube, Instagram, at The Vault JMU414 on Twitter, and of course, what's up TikTok? Holla at y'all next time.